What's up?
What's up, guys? Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is an update on our plastic-free July. We're going to start off the video with some facts to make you think about your plastic consumption, and then we're going to show you just 1 week's worth of plastic that we've collected.
So this week hair salons opened and I thought I'd look into how much waste they create, and I was shocked. In the USA alone, they cause 150 million pounds of waste each year.
Wow.
I also looked into, because we're getting married, we were meant to be getting married next month, but we're getting married next year. COVID. I thought I'd look into how much waste weddings cause. And in the UK, they create 4,910 tonnes of plastic waste each year, which is an average 18 kilograms per wedding.
Wow.
So in 2019, a fatberg was found in one of the London tunnels and one of the London sewers by the Thames that was the size of a double-decker bus and weighed 40 tons.
Wow. If you don't know what fatberg is, definitely Google it, because we didn't know at first. We seen it on the telly and we were like, wow, it's just a big blob of fat and it's just disgusting. But to find one the size of a double-decker bus is disgusting.
Now this is relevant to this week's challenge and I'll explain that later, but only 10% of plastic bottles are recycled each year. And can you imagine how many plastic bottles there are? I think I told you last week.
I think we mentioned it last week.
We mentioned it
the
last week.
Scale of it.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact figure, but it's
A lot.
scarily a lot.
Yeah,
so
it's a
only
lot.
10% of plastic bottles get recycled a year. In the US, 30% of waste is from confectionery, which are mainly non-recyclable packaging. And each year over Halloween, they buy 600 million pounds of confectionery.
A lot. Now, we got a bag in the kitchen of all the plastic that we've been collecting just for 1 week, literally 1 week's worth of plastic. And we're gonna tip it out here and show you guys exactly how much we've actually collected. And if this doesn't make you think about plastic pollution, 1 week's worth, then I don't know what will.
So I can't put into words how shocked I am that we have created this much plastic waste in 1 week. We are a family of 2 and a baby who are plastic conscious and try our hardest not to buy things in plastic packaging. And this is the amount of plastic we created in 1 week. So I'm not making excuses because we have bought this much plastic, there's no doubt in that. But what I will say is some of it are things that happen once a month or once every couple of weeks. This doesn't happen every single week. So like we've got the fruit package over there that happens once a month from where we do a few snacks.
There's quite a few bits of chocolate, but again, the thing with these, you have your packet and then another one inside it, so it just adds up so quickly.
And what I will say as well is, last week, obviously we know that we are now buying the weigh-in products. I went a bit crazy and I emptied all the packets into jars that I already had. So again, this is going to take up some of the plastic. Like there's actually quite a few of these that this wouldn't happen every single week. Wow, there is actually quite. I emptied a lot of packets into jars, which is why I made some.
But I think really, if trying to think of excuses, I think what we need to look at is the amount that has actually come out of this bag from just putting stuff. Whether you do it monthly or weekly, you know, next week doesn't mean it's going to actually be that much less than this. You know, there's just crap. A lot of it, realistically, we don't need, but at the same time, you can't help but buying it when you want to buy something. So
yeah, like This is from our toilet roll. We bulk buy toilet rolls, so it comes in a packet of, was it 18? Yeah, 18. So that happens once a month. But why does toilet roll need to come in a packet?
Yeah.
But if we buy them individually, like, what's the brand called? Who Gives a Crap? They are so expensive and we just can't afford that.
It, yeah.
We will admit, we both have a caffeine addiction, don't we?
Yeah.
There's no denying that. But we have purposely been buying cans rather than... We've purposely been buying cans rather than plastic bottles, but we buy them in bulk again to make them cheaper because we are on a budget, and they come in this.
But again, nonetheless, we drink a lot of them.
Yeah.
Regardless of the impact on our health, you know, that would be for another video. But with the amount of stuff that we've got, you know, we've got wraps that we eat. We don't have a very big budget, as Kelsey mentioned a moment ago. And there are a few treats in here, but a lot of the time we have things like these curry flavoured instant noodles. And again, like I said, they're not the best thing for your health, but at the same time, sometimes you need to skimp out. It's not always going to be the best week of your life where you can buy and pick and choose whatever you want. A lot of families, especially where we live, are in this situation all the time. So for them, I think, yeah, it's difficult to be buying things with an eco-conscious mindset. When, you know, if you're quite well off, you got a lot of money, as Kelsey was saying, you know, you can buy the better toilet rolls, which are better for the environment. You can buy all your stuff from a, what's it called? What's the shop called that you go to?
An eco shop.
Oh, an eco shop. So, you know, we can't buy all the things that we want from an eco shop, only a selection of the things, because we can't afford to pay out all that money for all of it. So it's difficult, but it really does open your eyes, doesn't it?
It does. Like, this has properly shook me. Like, it genuinely makes me feel sick that we have created this much plastic.
It is sad. I don't feel too emotional, but it makes me realise how much we actually use.
Yeah.
And
so, some of it we're not going to be able to help. Like, we buy frozen veg because I hate food waste as well. So this prevents that from happening in a cheaper way. But what I will say is, if you have a look at my legs now, I've just separated the plastic now. We generally do eat really healthily, but every now and again we'll want a treat, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I always say, don't stop yourself from having what you want to have, because then if you do, it's counterproductive, and that's all you're thinking about is, I want that treat. But again, that's for another video.
It is, but to be fair, this is 1 week's worth of treats, is it?
Yes.
Exactly, so realistically,
that is a hell of a lot.
You know, we wonder why we're vegans that put on weight, and it just shows. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it's not. I didn't realise how much we were doing it, and the thing is, the shop is just across the road.
Yeah,
it's so easy.
That's the bad thing about it, is literally across the road. Like, we walk out the door, we're there within 5 seconds.
Yeah, I work late and like a snack in the evening, and Kelsey likes a treat of chocolate, so it's difficult, but to be fair, this is an eye-opener for me on how much we're actually eating bad.
This is going on to week 2 of the challenge. We are actually going to cut out any plastic packaging for sweets and treats. So this leads us on to week 2 of our challenge of Plastic Free July, and we are going to be cutting out any plastic from sweets and treats and crisps and everything like that. I don't think we'll be cutting these out. Not just yet, we'll have to do that another time, I think, because we do have an addiction. It's not just as easy as let's stop. But the likes of these, we don't need. And if we wanted a treat, we can, I don't know, we can bake something, or we can get Galaxy, because that's all recyclable and all compostable materials. There's no plastic on the vegan Galaxy. So this is our treat. Not only is this going to help the plastic, but it's also going to help this. So yeah, that's week 2. As far as week 1 goes, I think we've done pretty well with that. I've done another food shop, and I had to go into the weigh-in shop again, and I bought a couple of bits, but because I bought so much the week before and I emptied all the packets, we don't actually have anything to buy from the weigh-in shop at the minute. Maybe again next week, but yeah.
So, while Kelsey cleans that up, we're going to go through 5 positive changes that we're seeing in the world right now. Number 1, in 2019, Canada said that they're going to aim to be single-use plastic-free by 2021.
And that is why I love Canada and I love Trudeau.
Number 2, in 2019, Peru put restrictions in for the use of single-use plastic.
I mean...
Not. I approve.
They kill gerbils, they just bash them on their head to eat them, but they get rid of plastic. Well done, Peru.
Interesting fact number 3. In 2018, 250 of the leading groups of plastic pollution, obviously also production, have teamed together to combat the amount of plastic that they're actually using in order to reduce it. Number 4, in 2019, San Diego actually banned styrofoam cups for takeout drinks. So Costa, Starbucks, McDonald's, everywhere. Which is really good, although it's not a country, it's only one smaller place, but nonetheless.
It makes a
pretty
massive
impressive.
difference as well.
Number 5, in 2018, the EU Parliament approved a ban on single-use plastics, which should be effective by 2021.
Just as we are leaving.
So we hope this video was a little bit more interesting for you guys and sparked your imagination how much plastic you may actually be going through each week, month and year. If you missed the first video, wait till the end of this one and make sure you click that and have a look with some more interesting facts there.
And I personally would recommend, even if you do it for 1 week, collect all of your plastic, because this was a massive eye-opener for us and I'm sure it will be for a lot of people. And all you need to do is make one small change and that will make a huge difference. So if you do decide to do this, we would love to hear from you. Just put a comment in the section below and please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell.
Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.